Assalamu alaikum. Welcome guys to a new video. In this video we will be talking about the interview process. Very beneficial and golden advice with Nila. So let's go. Oh wait, if you wanna have Arabic subtitles, press the button CC and Arabic subtitles will appear. Let's go. So let's get to the interview part. This part, I would like to highlight that I've been personally interviewed by you last year to join Impulse Boost Camp, and I will leave a link for you in the description, guys. And also, I have assessed you through a couple of interviews for the same camp this year, and it's been an honor, and I learned a lot from them, actually. So first of all, what is the purpose of the interview? What do you seek to see in the applicant?
So during an interview, I would like to see the personality of the person, to see some enthusiasm, to kind of get an idea about who the person is. Also, after reading the motivation letter, the application form, and the CV, I kind of have an impression in my mind about who this person might be. So I also want to verify those impressions, and also check that if it's true what people wrote in their application. Also, I might have some questions regarding your motivation, regarding things that you wrote in the application itself, and want to ask some follow-up questions to get a more detailed perspective on your experiences.
Good. That's very good. So based on your huge and diverse experiences, what are the common mistakes you find in most interviews that could be maybe overcome with practice?
Yes, the most common and very common mistake is that people don't respond directly to the questions that we ask. Mm-hmm. People might say something else that they find important to say, but they're not really getting back to my question in detail, and this leaves a very bad impression. If I seek a specific information and I ask someone and don't get the information that I'm looking for, yeah, I have troubles verifying if my impression on this person is correct or not, and in worst case it ends with not taking the person. I have a follow-up question for this answer. Can you give an example or a question or a situation to clarify it more? So an example for this would be that I asked for what were your responsibilities in job XYZ? What did you take care of? What was your role? And people start talking about the organization, or people talk about their challenges, but they don't really answer my question. They don't tell me what they were responsible for, what they worked on, for example. Yeah. Okay. In addition, it's important to be honest. If it's hard for you to respond to the question of the person who interviews you, it's not a problem. It's better sometimes to just be honest, and give also an answer that you might think not be a good answer, but this would still be the better way. In addition, for example, if you apply for educational programs like Impulse Boost Camp, we would like to see that you still have room for learning, that you really have a purpose to come to this educational program, that you want to find out more about this topic or this topic. So it's not a problem if you give an answer that might be not the best one, but it's good to be honest. Another recommendation that I give to everyone, and also myself, is to smile. Really just sit down 5 minutes before the interview and smile. so that you come with a spark of enthusiasm, with a positive mindset into the interview, and also show the other person that you feel comfortable with who you are. And I'm sure you can be comfortable with who you are. And another thing, yes, sometimes it's really good to stand out of the crowd. So if you have a topic that you're really interested in, that you have passion for, highlight this topic again so you stay in the mind of people.
Okay. So finally, do you want to share any advice for youth about the application process in total, like what to show off, what to work on in the process?
Mm-hmm. So here I would like to mention another common mistake that I see and that really bothers me as a person who deals with applicants. So sometimes I get emails, or if you have to send your application via email, I sometimes get formless emails. So either it just says, here's my application, or it says nothing, or the subject bottom is blank. So here it's really important to write emails in the correct form, right? Dear Nila, right? Dear, or to whom it may concern. Briefly introduce yourself and why you're sending this email, and end with a formal greeting with kind regards, warmly, whatsoever. But it's very important to write emails correctly. Okay. This is the first impression that you're giving the person you want something from. So this is very important. Yes, also, don't be too sad if this application doesn't work out. And maybe you can already, during the application process, look for things that you're learning out of answering those questions, out of editing your CV, out of thinking about yourself and your experiences from a new perspective. Yes.
Okay, that's really good. And this is a question which is out of the scope of the video, but actually many people have asked me about Impulse Boost Camp, and I also gave them like many answers, like descriptions, and sometimes it's one-on-one person conversation. So I think it would be better to hear it from the manager itself.
So Impulse Boost Camp is an educational program for young people that are socially or politically active in their region. And those people come from Europe or from the neighboring countries, including the MENA region. And 20 young activists, so to say, come together for 9 days in Germany and participate in a lot of workshops that might be useful for their activism. So for instance, we have workshops on team moderation, on stress management, on team communication. So what Impulse Boost Camp is trying to do is to boost the skills of people who care for their communities, who spend time and energy to the well-being of their communities, and we want to support those inspiring young people.
Thank you so much, Nila, for joining me in this video.
Number 3.
Yeah, and I would like to thank you on behalf of all the viewers, and my friends, and everyone who will watch the video, and keep rocking it.
Thank you, Adil.
Thank you a lot for watching, and I hope you got the idea about the interview process and benefited a lot. If you know someone who can benefit from this video, share the video with them, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.